Okay, hi, I'm Liam, and I recently made one of the most technically challenging films that I ever made. For those of you who think that you'd never be able to make film because it's just this big thing, this video is really for you. I'm going to show you how I overcame obstacles by finding my own solutions to them with my film. So first of all, I'm going to start off with the most obvious things. It was a nightmare getting everyone together for the shoot. 7 actors. That was my first obstacle. And the way I worked around it is that there was only a few scenes where I needed everyone for those scenes. So you'll see in this scene that Connor, who plays Kevin, is in it. But when we were shooting that scene, he wasn't. I shot his angle on a different night. So for that day I only needed 4 of the actors. A similar thing happened when I couldn't get Kate, Sean and Sandra there on the same night. So to accommodate that, I only got Sean and Kate on one night. And I got the scene with Sandra later and added the audio over Sean and Kate's scene. Now these are the most interesting things that I did with this film that you as a viewer probably didn't recognize. First of all, look at this pan shot. How many cuts are in it? There's 2 cuts. I wasn't able to pan directly from Kate to the script, it was too hard. So what I did is I got 2 different shots. The first shot was of Kate, then I panned, and then you can hide a cut in a pan. So then I panned again from just anywhere in the kitchen to the script, and I cut it in editing so it looks like it's one pan. The second cut comes just before Kate picks up the script. I thought the camera stayed on the script for too long, so I cut out about half a second of it. So the next important thing that you might or might not have realized is that it's not actually 20:1 in this shot. So what I made sure to do is change my time on my phone, so it was just easier and we didn't have to film at ridiculous hours. So later on in the scene when Kate runs after Kevin, there was no lights to light her up, so we got one of the guys to hold up their phone and turn on their camera light. So then that just acted as a light source and we could light up her face properly. You'll see here when Mary Pat knocks the beer bottle behind her that it would have fallen on the ground, so obviously I had to catch that with something, so I put bed covers underneath it and that worked fine. Instead of actually throwing a bottle at Kate, what we did is we faked it. I smashed the bottle and I got kind of big chunks of it, put it on a dustpan, and then when I called action I whooshed it down, and then I added a glass shattering effect in editing. It's a bit dangerous, but you know, sometimes you just gotta put yourself out there for the art. Sounds kind of psychopathic, but okay, so look at these screens. This one and this one. They're not real. I had to add them in for 2 different reasons. The first was because I forgot to ask Mary Pat to stay behind for that one shot. And the second time was because the sun was too bright for the camera to pick up the phone screen. So for the first shot, I luckily had an earlier take where I could put that onto the phone, but I had to have the iPhone recording like a layout. So what I did is I recorded something green and then I keyed it out in editing. I put it over that take with Mary Pat. Then it took me ages to painstakingly distort the clip each frame. So 24 frames in a second, there was about 2 seconds of it. So 48 different times I had to distort it, and the same pretty much was with the second time, where I asked Kate to get a photo of her and her dad, set it as their lock screen, screenshot it and send it to me. Then the same thing, I distorted it for 48 frames or 60 frames, I think it's a bit longer, but yeah. It took 4 hours altogether and it was the most painstaking thing. Something unexpected that happened when we were filming outside the pub is that a man walked out of the bar and started smoking where we were filming. So in this shot where everyone is huddled around together and the camera is panning around them, you will see that there is an area that's looking towards the bar that you don't see on camera, and that's because the guy was there and I didn't want to film him. I asked him if he could leave. I asked him politely because we have permission to be there, and he said no. Yeah, but the way I look at it is that we were played cards and we just had to use them effectively now. So I only got half a circle, but it totally works. So then the final thing I'm going to tell you guys today is that sometimes filmmakers like to put black bars on their films. This is to make them a bit more cinematic. A lot of people frown on this, but I still do it anyway. When I put the black bars over the file of my film, some shots didn't look great because they didn't work with the black bars. Take for instance this shot and this shot. So what I had to do is I cut out that bit and I just simply moved the file up a bit for that section. But the biggest challenge I faced with adding in the black bars was the final shot took up the entire frame. So I either had to get rid of the black bars or cut that shot, which was integral to finishing the film. So what I did is neither. I made my own solution to it. So what I did is, over the course of about 30 seconds, I made the black bars go up slowly, 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 slowly. So then in the final shot, the black bars are gone, but your eyes probably didn't notice it because it was so gradual. That's something that you'll probably not be able to look away at now if you watch it again. And that's my video. I hope that you no longer think that filmmaking is impossible. I hope that you think it's a lot more achievable now that you've seen how I went about making my films and overcoming my obstacles that I faced. Hopefully I've shown you that whatever you put your mind to, you can most certainly achieve. Now go out and make films. If you have any questions on filmmaking, this video or film, please leave a comment below or DM me on Instagram and I'll be sure to get back to you. I am immensely proud of film, I'm immensely proud of the actors. I'm immensely proud that I can now show you guys our work. It's on YouTube, I'll leave the link below. But yeah, check it out and let me know what you think of it. And yeah, I'll let you know how the sequel goes. See ya.